That's perfectly cooked. Hi, my name is Rosie Gill and I'm the Director of Education at Milk Street, and this is Milk Street at Home. I speak to hundreds of you every week in our virtual live cooking classes, so I have a pretty good sense of what you're comfortable cooking and what you are hesitant about. And one of the things that many of you are hesitant about is cooking fish. Totally okay. You also want to eat fish that you enjoy. We have a conundrum, but I can fix it. There are many ways to cook fish and be delighted, but let's just focus on one that is super simple. There's no mess, which a lot of you like, no messy pans. There's no smell, which a lot of you are nervous about. But most importantly, this method provides amazing texture and deep flavor. This is foil packed salmon. So you get the delicate, beautiful, unctuous texture of steamed salmon because it's in a packet, but because of the foil, you get some of the robustness that comes with searing. I'll explain how as we make the dish. First, your salmon. You want to make sure that you have thick center cut salmon. For the timing of this recipe, 1 inch to 1.25 inches is really important. Because this is a steam sear hybrid, we don't get the deep, robust flavors of seared salmon. So we're going to boost it a little with a bit of a marinade. We're just gonna soak it in some soy sauce. That's it. For 15 minutes, 1/4 cup of soy sauce. If your fillets have skin on, then you want to have them in the soy sauce flesh side down. Otherwise, the skin would act as a barrier to absorbing those umami savory flavors that are gonna sort of amp up the flavor profile of this dish. So it's not quite as delicate, bland as steamed fish. Preheat a 12-inch skillet, cast iron, stainless steel, doesn't matter, for 5 full minutes. What does matter is that you preheat it for 5 full minutes over high heat. We want the pan ripping hot when the fish goes in order to create that browning, which we'll get to in a minute. We're using foil to make our packets. Foil instead of paper. For some convenience reasons, foil seals tightly, which is nice because we want to capture the steam and it doesn't get soggy, so there's less mess. That's great. The real reason though is flavor. Aluminum is the second best conductor of heat after copper. So when we put aluminum onto our searing hot pan, the temperature of our fish is going to shoot up past 300 degrees really quickly. And that's important because 300 degrees is where browning starts to happen. So this is how we can get some browning without overcooking our fish. We don't have to wait too long to get the browning because the temperature is going to rise really quickly. Once your pan's really hot and you've got your nice little crimped foil packet, you just put it in the pan for 5 minutes. Rotate it halfway through. That's it. Once the 5 minutes is up, you take the packet out of the pan and let it rest closed for 5 more minutes. And that nice, soft, residual heat is much more gentle, and that's what guarantees we get a really lovely, delicate texture. We got the flavor with the hot 5 minutes. Now we're getting the texture with the gentle 5 minutes. If you like your salmon a little more opaque, you may want to keep it in the pan for 6.5 minutes. I like my salmon still slightly translucent, and the 5 minutes when they're 1 inch thick is perfect. While the salmon's cooking and resting, you have 10 minutes to create a side dish. With salmon this beautiful, I like something quick and delicate. So I'm making a fennel and tarragon salad, just thinly sliced fennel, a bunch of whole tarragon leaves, and a quick vinaigrette that has miso, rice vinegar, and olive oil. Again, the miso adds a little more savoriness, which is nice. It sort of complements a little bit of the richness we're developing in the salmon, but you can serve it with whatever you like. The point is the technique. So remember, if you're nervous about cooking fish, or if you just want a fantastic and very fast way to cook fish on a weeknight, a foil packet is all you need to remember. Tune out all the other noise about all the other ways to cook fish. Put your fillets in a foil packet, put that packet in a searing hot pan, wait 5 minutes, let it sit off heat for 5 minutes, and you're done. You will be so happy with the results. You've got nice, gentle browning on the bottom because of how well aluminum conducts heat. And you'll have a beautiful texture from the gentle steam because the fish is contained within the packet. And you have something extremely versatile. You can serve it with any number of flavors, any number of side dishes. If you don't want to wait 15 minutes for the dunk in the soy sauce, you don't have to. But what you have is perfectly cooked salmon. The most important thing is that without any fuss, without any confusion, you have really perfectly cooked fish.